Hey, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Good morning. We're getting things popping today. If you're just joining, say what up, say what's going on. We have the S&P's down 9, Dow's down 114, NASDAQ up 15. So, we chilling today. Happy Friday. We're making it through. If you haven't yet joined the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. And yes, I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. Monday through Friday. And today's Friday, right? Whew. We made it through pretty wild week. SPY was definitely, caught some highs, caught some lows, but in the end, we'll see. We'll see what happens today. It's not out of the woods yet. It's not out of the woods. What's going on, Devin, Jason Kennedy, Christopher, Red Dust, Manchild, Jack, Rodney, Suncrave? What's going on, Josh? How we doing? You guys got plans for the weekend? You gonna chill? What's the plan? What are we doing this weekend? Yo, John. I'm trying to suck down some coffee right now. I actually got a lot of sleep last night. My body I've been pushing, and then my body just said, you need to go to bed now. And that's what I did. So last night I didn't do anything. I went to bed. I was in bed by 9, which is, it's crazy. Yo, Alan, what's going on? If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. So futures last night, if we're looking at ES, a little bit choppy. We went to the high side of 32.50, came all the way down to 32.10. Now futures are trying to pump back up. NASDAQ tried to make a run at 11,000, but was a little bit weak around 10,970 area. Faded, and now we're pumping back up. So, I think today, futures are relatively flat right now. Market's relatively flat. It's anybody's game today. It's anybody's game. How do you roll a long call to next month? Rolling is basically just closing out the call that you have or the position that you have and buying a position at another date. Now, the platform could do it for you, or if you're with Robinhood, like Tastyworks, you can roll stuff. Tastyworks. If I'm in Tastyworks right now, if I wanted to roll this credit spread here, you just highlight the both and hit roll to different expirations. Preferably wanting to get. Oh, you can't see that. I don't know why it's not showing the drop down. It's not showing the drop down. Well, you right click on it and you have something on here that says roll, and I don't know why it's not showing up on here. And you can roll it. But essentially what rolling is, it's just a fancy term for closing your position and opening a new position. That's it. So if you want to do it manually, close your position, open a new position at a later expiration. If you still like that, if you still like the position, of course. DKNG got an upgrade. Let's check it out. Yeah, 47 was a buy. Whew. I didn't buy because I was just I wasn't sure what the market was going to do. I didn't know if the market was just going to axe everything. If it was a market-wide liquidation, they were just going to bomb it. Costco did report earnings. Yo, what's going on, Chewy, Jeff? If you're just joining, say what up. Costco reported quarterly earnings, 20 cents above estimates. The comparable store sales rose 11.4% compared to the 7.8% consensus, and digital sales jumped by 91%. Man, who's calling me? Someone's calling me. 91%. Just crazy. However, Costco is down a little bit right now. They dropped down to the 336 area. So Costco could be a pretty good day trade. I mean, they did well. For some reason, they're down. The expected move on this was only about 13 bucks. So it's coming back up the flat. Could run back up the flat, which was 347, 345 area. Or it could also try to make a push to like the 350, but we'll see. It is still following trend in here, so trend is still on the upside for Costco, which is good. But right now, we'll see. I might try to do a day trade in Costco. Goldfish, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Looks like we are forming a bear flag so far in spot. Yeah, I mean, you just have to get used to. We were so used to just buying the dip and kind of ignoring, bearish trends, and I mean, we had every right to, but now you just got to be careful. You got to be careful. Do you think BA can visit 130? So Boeing actually they won a contract for like $2 billion from the government yesterday, but they're not really being rewarded for it. So now that it's broken down here, I definitely think that I could definitely see like a 135 area. Now, does it go to 120? That's hard to say. But Boeing's been bearish for a while. I mean, for the last 3-4 months, it's just been trending down. Every pop got sold. People would just get excited, thought it was going to pop back up, but it just couldn't do it. And then when it crossed below the 50-day, it's just been using that as resistance. Now, it could pop up. It could definitely pop up to the 150s, 160s, and people might get excited about it. But I think that Boeing short everything. Short every pop. I shorted the pop when it ran up to 160, and I bought the 160 put, and I cut it way too soon. I bought up here. It was like 158. I didn't think it was gonna crater. My target was 155, and it just broke down, But Boeing is like an easier short than most, because like, would you rather be short Boeing or would you rather be short Apple? You know what I mean? Like Apple, even yesterday, Apple showed quite a bit of strength. Even today, showing quite a bit of strength and trying to push, break out. It didn't really sell off all that much, but it's still below the 50-day. It's still trending lower, so it really needs to pop to like 112 area. It really does. It needs to get and hold. It needs to pop to 112 area and hold. We just need to figure out if there's buyers or not. Sorry, checking my phone here. SPY, what I'm looking for at SPY right now is at 323. This could definitely push up to 330, but again, we're still trending down. So just be careful. Goldman Sachs, I bought the 195 put yesterday. So when we were up here, what time did I buy that? Let's see. Yesterday, I bought the 195 put on Goldman Sachs. I'll show it to you here. Goldman Sachs, I bought the 195 put for October 9th for 540. So I'm holding that right now. I shorted this. I think that it might try to push up to 200 possibly, but right now I think it's going to probably break down to like the 190, 185 area. Even this morning, it's gapping down a little bit, even though we're seeing a little bit of strain. We'll see what the banks have been really weak. Bank of America not looking good either. JP Morgan is looking bad as well. So we're just JP Morgan could definitely pop here, but Goldman Sachs probably has more room to drop. I think it could come down to 180 for sure. So I'm actually short Goldman Sachs right now. Cruises are up again, going to look bearish in the market just like Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know why there's this like rotation, Like why do we have this kind of rotation? It's just kind of weird. I don't know what's going on over here, but there's just a weird rotation in the market right now where we have like travel up, but then the overall market is heading lower. It's like crazy. Yo, Artie, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what up. Happy Friday. If you guys do me a favor, hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Tesla still is not breaking, the 400 area. It's 395 and just chilling. Anyone's still in Tesla. I think that obviously I'm going to take a break from Tesla after taking some losses on it. So I'm stepping aside from Tesla for a little while. But I mean, this thing is crazy. I mean, it could easily pop up to 450, but I don't know, Derek. I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know what is going on. It's probably like some sort of bug or something. Yo, Samir, what's going on? Taking it slow with this crazy market. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. The thing is about this market, just because the market's moving fast doesn't mean that you have to just go like guns blazing, Yeah, CCL's up as well. I mean, it's not like these stocks are doing particularly well. Like when these like people get excited about these pops, but I mean, if you're looking at the 1 year, I mean, the pop is not going to do anything. To break trend here, it needs to hold above 20. It really does. It really does. Tesla, give it in Tesla, take it. Yeah. The thing is about Tesla though, you can lose quick, but you can also make money quick. So just because you're down doesn't mean that you're out. You know what I mean? But there comes a point in time where it's like, okay, you need to take a step back, and if you want to continue trading it, you need to really realign your positioning and focus on a better entry, and you'll get paid. I mean, I've been in rough situations with Tesla where it then came back to be huge gainers. Like, it's crazy. Has September always been like this? For the last couple of years, Samir, like the fall, like September, October has been violent, and a lot of it had to do a lot of it over the last couple of years obviously had to do with the U.S. China trade war, but this year it's kind of different. We do have election season this year obviously 2020 is unlike any other year. We've seen like a 30-40% decline in the stock market to all-time highs. I mean, and then we have an election season. We have a current pandemic happening. The economic fallout, we're not really sure yet. Are the jobs coming back? Are they not coming back? Are people buying? Are they not buying? Interest rates are low. People are loading up on homes. Can they afford them? We don't know what's going on. And I think that's why, it definitely makes it tough to trade. Like when we're in good economic times, there's a lot of indicators, right? There's a lot of indicators saying, oh, okay, the economy is doing this, everything's going well, jobs are going well, people are getting hired, people are buying things, people popping tags, everything's okay, right? In bad economic times, because you're getting data back saying, oh, massive jobs are being lost, businesses are going out of business, X amount of people are on unemployment, nobody could afford anything, and things are kind of on the decline, and you have a lot of indicators. But right now, we're in a period where it's kind of undefined, and I think that makes it hard to trade. That's why, a lot of people are bullish, a lot of people are bearish, and then there's people like me that are kind of like on the fence. Like, I'm not really bullish or bearish. Right now, I'm just kind of paying attention to the trends of the market. But right now, it could go either. 2021, we could have an amazing economic recovery and blast us off into the stratosphere, or it could be like, yeah, the pandemic took a bigger toll than we thought, and the Fed couldn't do enough, and these businesses are not getting back up. So I think that's where the difficulty is right now. Is that the future isn't very clear, and if the future is not very clear, the market's going to react certain ways, whether to the upside or to the downside. And then what also fueled the recovery was all these traders or new traders or retail traders, whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what they're called. They're just people that throw money in the pot and hope for it to go up. It was like crypto. It was like, hey, my positions are going up. You should put money in here too. And then you had all these people calling and saying, I need to get in on this. I need to do this. And then you don't know. you can see how far down the rabbit hole we go down. October, November, December 2018 was pretty bad, but it seems it was mostly from Fed raising interest rates. Yep, that too. Fed, and Trevor, the Fed recently said like they were wrong for doing that. 2 years later, they're like, you know what? We were wrong for doing that. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I think that's the difficulty right now. That's the difficulty. Workhorse. Greg, I got you. Workhorse. I mean, it was gapping up, but now it's not looking relatively strong right now. I think that it could come down to, I mean, it did pop down to 20 yesterday and then popped. I mean, if the market's having difficulty, I think it's going to have another fade back to like to 2120 area down in here, which then I might look for a position. I don't know. I thought maybe we could hit 18, but I don't think 18's in the cards. When do we short NKLA? Bro, NKLA, I mean, I think we missed the short because people are going to start piling in. I think that it's best to leave it alone right now. I think if you didn't short over the last few days, then don't get in now, because it could definitely bounce back up into the 20s, 25, 26, maybe even 29 or 30. Then you might want to think about trying out a short. Rite is down on good earnings. I mean, Rite Aid, I don't know. I think Rite Aid's been struggling for a long time. Rite Aid has been struggling for a long time. And if you're looking at the chart here, it's just, it's over, man. It's over. I mean, maybe it will try to push up, but it's been going down for way before earnings. And then it had a pre-earnings bump. So this you could have traded this where you could have traded the pre-earnings bump and it was at support, bounced off of 12, but now it's under 12. So, eights and nines are definitely in the cards here. 8 and 9 for sure. I was way lucky on NKLA and Tesla. Michael, congrats, man. You took some of my cash. Should have known, though. It's all right. We're all good. Docu. So Docu, now, unlike the other pandemic or the Corona safe stocks like Zoom, Peloton, I think that this stock actually is looking a little bit bearish. It did try to pop above here, but 220 is actually some pretty good resistance. The only reason why it popped up here was due to the pre-earnings event, Zoom. I mean, Zoom like messed everybody up, and what happened here is it pumped up, but now people think that it might return up to here, but this was fueled by a Zoom, right? This was cloud-based stocks and Corona safe stocks being pumped. And it gave it all back. I mean, it was just insane. I mean, look at the volume over the last few days, and now volume is kind of returning back to normal. It is a little bit higher than it was, obviously, over the summer, because over the summer we do have over the summer. I mean, not a lot of people were trading, so I think 220 right now is resistance for DocuSign. Now it could pump back up, but be very careful. Right now it's trading in a range 185, 190 to like the 220 area. So just trade the range. When it gets close to 220, short it. When it's down to 185, 190, look for a buy. That's all you can do. I don't think DocuSign is going to do horrible or bad in any means. I don't think it's going to like crash, but I also don't think it appears it's reached a top here and it's looking to have some sort of consolidation. I'll be buying more NKLA puts soon. Hope we pop to 25. I agree, Hank. I hope it does pop to 25. I hope it does pop to 30. I will give it a shot. If it pops up to 25 and 30, the only thing is you just got to be careful of the Robinhood traders that are like, oh, NKLA is making a comeback. I'm going to pump it. And it goes like 35 or 40. That's the only thing that you got to get concerned about. The only reason why NKLA ripped to 90 was Robinhood traders believing it was the next Tesla. That was it. Oh, I'm going to get in on this stock, and then it just took off and kept going and going and going, right? It's Robinhood traders, man. It's Robinhood traders. So I mean, it's a legitimate factor. It's a legitimate factor. I'm not saying, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, we've seen some things that you don't think that you'd ever see happen this year in 2020. Daniel Sawyers, how you doing? Good morning. If you're just joining us, say what up. Guys, if you do me a favor, hit the like button. I shorted NKLA 2 days ago and made bank. Tried yesterday and lost all my gains because SSR was in effect. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not going to short here Red Dust. I'm going to wait for a pop. Like, it's probably going to pop up. Will it get to 25? I don't know. Will it get to 24? It does look like it's poised for a pop. I mean, yesterday it went down to 16. It just couldn't do it anymore. People are coming in and buying. So I want to see some buyers in here, and I'm going to try to short it. But NKLA, I mean, if you're going to go in, you want to go in small. I mean, it could easily rip you a new one. I mean, a few weeks ago it's 50. Hope it goes to 100. Yeah, I mean, if it goes to 100, that'd be amazing. But I mean, realistically, I'm eyeing like the 25-30 range. DKNG or Penn? I was actually looking to short Penn yesterday, and I wish I did. I was eyeing this double top, and I didn't get in to hit. Now, Penn yesterday had a secondary offering, and traders don't know what that means. The people that follow David Portnoy don't understand what a second offering is and why they would need to do a second offering. I like DKNG over Penn. DKNG is cash rich. Penn has obviously basically a penny stock pumper with millions of followers buying the stock. You know, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think. Now, I mean, you know, Barstool Sportsbook is such a small fraction of Penn. It's like not even anything Penn should even report on their revenues right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's how small of a thing. But obviously, Dave Portnoy has skin in the game. So yeah, DKNG, you know, has no debt, cash rich, $1 billion in the bank. You know, you got $1 billion in the bank. You're a gambling website. $1 billion in the bank, no debt. I mean, come on, bro. It's a no-brainer. But Penn's ripping up because who is pumping Penn? Dave Portnoy. So they had a secondary offering. What the secondary offering does is obviously raise more money for the company. Meanwhile, creating more shares, so diluting shares. So that's why it went down. This was a good entry here. I was like, you know, do I go against Dave Portnoy or not? So far, shorting it has not been the play. But I think that I think he's about to get a little egg on his face in this, because I think it's coming back down to like the 55 area. So even up here, I think is still a good short. You know, for me, I mean, I might if this can pump up to 66, 65, I might try it. But DKNG, I mean, DKNG, if you're looking at the chart, I mean, I think it has a better pattern for growth here. You know, we had nice consolidation around 35. We had a major breakout. NFL's back. You know, definitely bull flagging. I think it's going to pop to the other side. Right now, it's going to be 52. So I think this could make a run to like the 58, 60 area. So that's what I was looking at. That's why I was looking at Penn. But the hardest thing is knowing that you're most likely right, but you're not going to necessarily win with Penn if Dave Portnoy saying, hey, this is a great buy on Penn, and gets, you know, even if he gets 100 people or 1,000 people to buy the stock, it could create liquidity and pump the stock. So that's why people are like, I don't understand how these penny stocks are doing this or how the penny stocks are doing that, is because they are pumping them. They're pumping them. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to make sense. You know, and then once word gets out, and if you have a platform, you're able to manipulate the stock with very low effort, and there's really no control, because all, you know, like for Dave Portnoy, all he has to say is like kind of what I say is like, hey, I'm not an advisor, I'm not an investment advisor, it's for entertainment purposes only. Do anything that you want, but then he goes, buy Penn stock. But buy Penn stock. If I were you, I would buy Penn stock. And he, you know, and his followers just kind of blindly buy the stock, and then they don't actually know what they're buying. Now, Barstool Sportsbook, if right now it's only in Pennsylvania. If it could expand to other states, maybe something could happen with it, But right now, that's not the case. MU. All right, you guys want to look at MU. So MU, they have earnings on Tuesday. I think that MU, it had a pretty big recovery here, from lows of 42 up to the 50 range. The question is it going to just sit here pre-earnings, or it's going to run? Because all it did was, I wish it was down here right now, because I definitely think that it could come back up here. If it was like down here, like the 46, 45 area, I'd like to do it. Like for me, pre-earnings, I think I want to leave it alone, because it just came back to where it's just been, averaging out here. It's just sitting right at the 200-day, which is kind of like the average price the stock is going to be. Came back to support, and it's just chilling. So I think MU will do well for earnings, but I don't like this. I don't like this setup at all. And I don't like it because it could literally just sit here. Like, let's say you buy something for like a pre-earnings runner, maybe it will run. Maybe it'll pop up to 54. Maybe it will. But for me, it's looking like it's just going to maybe sit here between 50 and 52 before earnings, and then, whether rip or tank, then that's up for the market to decide. But I think I'm going to sit out at MU. I think, implied volatility is really low too, so not expecting a big movement here. Next week they're expecting a $4 move. About 8%. That's pretty sizable, but we'll see. Would like to see a double top on of Qs yesterday. Yeah, so right now the Qs chilling. I did yesterday. I did buy an IWM put on my Slum account, my Robinhood Slum account. So yeah, I did buy an IWM. I have the 144 put for next week expiration on my Robinhood Slum account right now. So it's just kind of it's gapping down. But IWM, if you're looking at IWM, you want a short. If you want something to short, IWM cross below the 200-day. I'm targeting the 140 area right now on IWM. That's what I'm doing. Alex, when there's a sign of market downturn, as IWM, small caps always get hit the hardest. Always. So I'm gonna lay now that IWM is below the 200-day average. I'm gonna try to lay in a little bit on IWM. HYG. If you're just joining, say what's up. Market's about to open. HYG is just crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah, I would short this. Hank, I would short this. For sure. Nick Johnson, what's going on? Sarah. Yeah, I think it's a short. Hank. Slow and low. Yeah, Workhorse is popping. DKNG is popping. The question is, are these pops going to get sold? Come on, I can't type. But yeah, DKNG is looking real good. Held up really nice yesterday too. Even during this off, it didn't crack 50 again. Yeah, SPY's coming down, so market's about to open. Apple, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Boeing's trying to make a way up. We'll look at IWM here. We'll get IWM on deck. But yeah, I'm going to be looking. Too late to enter DKNG? I do not believe so. It's in the low 50s. Guess depends on how far out you're going to go. If you're going out to like October, November, you should be good. Next week, might be dicey. Buy the dips. DKNG is just a buy the dip stock right now. That's all it is. If you want to go long in this market, go long something you believe in, like DKNG, Workhorse, something like that. What's NVIDIA doing this morning? NVIDIa's chilling. It's up $5, but it's not particularly strong. It's chilling. All these SPAC deals. IPOB is something to watch. All right, market just opened up. Yeah, IPOB is just chilling here. If it looks like it wants to like gravitate towards the 15 and the 1550 area, so if we can just kind of hang out there, it looks like that's what's happening here. Okay, Q's dropping, GS dropping. GS, I'm up 20% on right now. We'll see what it does here. All right, so S&P's market opened up. S&P's down 10. Dow's down 145. NASDAQ down $1. So relatively flat right now. Let's see what happens. IPOB is open door blank check deal with just like Workhorse, DKNG. SPCE group is actually saying people doing this deal. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. Tesla's trying to pump up. Well, yeah, it looks like GS is definitely struggling. Zoom, what's Zoom doing? Zoom's trying to pump. Some of these stocks are trying to pump. Banks, JP Morgan, not trying to pump. Bank of America, not trying to pump. Twitter actually is holding up. I actually surprised Twitter's holding up pretty well here. I thought it was going back to 40. It could, if it can consolidate at 43, it could have a run. Overall market, though, I mean, it's looking a little weak here at open. I mean, to be honest. It's looking a little weak. So I'm just checking some stuff, trying to see what's going on right now. All right, what stocks you guys want to look at right now? Right now, I'm kind of in a chill holding pattern right now, just chilling. I'm waiting to see what happens, but the pops are. I don't know what that was. Man, it's turned in this house today. I think my son is scaring my wife like crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, house is getting raided. All right, NIO. Yeah, I mean, I think NIO will do well as long as Tesla does well. I mean, if you're looking at, look at Tesla's chart here and look at NIO. Tesla down. Actually, NIO went up yesterday. Tesla was down. Yeah, I mean, looks like it's at the bottom of this range of consolidation. Looks like a potential buy here. NIO. So the market's gonna pump, or they drop Qs. Qs are taking a little bit of a hit. Is it gonna pump? Are we gonna drop? What's the plan here, guys? What's the plan? These mornings are kind of crazy because they're always like right when we open, you're expecting like some major price action, and every morning that we've had in the last few weeks, it's just been like we open and nothing happens. We sit here and we're like, does this mean we're going up or down? You know? And then all of a sudden something happens at some point. Yeah, Zoom right now is getting hit. But Zoom is always crazy at open. I mean, yesterday, what did Zoom do yesterday? I mean, Zoom opened up around 485, ripped to 505 and came back down. And then, was looking a little bullish until the rug pull. I mean, literally a rug pull. Qs are coming down. NASDAQ getting hit right now. I've been hit. Our future's taking a while to wake up. No, markets are just not moving. S&P's down 10 only. Dow's down 90. Sorry, my chair's like messed my leg up here and move. Q's just cut through the 180. Yeah, they're looking a little rough. So I'm short right now. So I'm chilling. I'm short, guys. Okay. Took me a few weeks to get here, but I'm here. We'll see what happens. I'm not like heavy short though. I'm not like, piling in 5 or 6 figures short. I'm just testing out the waters here. That's all. I'm just seeing what it's going to do. But yeah, right now Qs are kind of fluctuating, not looking particularly good. Let's see what SPY looks like on the 5-minute right now. SPY on the 5-minute. SPY's looking a little bit stronger. All right, I think I'm gonna cash out this Goldman Sachs put and try to re-enter. Okay, Goldman Sachs I made 155 on, so I got out of that. We'll see if we can get a little pump here and then try to re-enter some short positions. But yeah, I made a little bit on Goldman Sachs. Had a great setup though. It's probably going lower, probably going 190. Try to re-enter here if we can break this area. Let's see here. So I bought I was in October 9th. So I'm going to buy the 190s. I'm going to roll down to the 190s. So I was in the 195. I'm just going to roll Goldman Sachs down to the 190s. Okay. So yeah, I took some profits. I'm gonna see if we can break here, and I rolled down the 190. I think we can hit. I think we can hit like the 188 area. So I rolled out. Kind of show you here. I rolled out of the 195 put, took the 155, and I rolled into the 190. I probably should have bought the 192.50, but it's all good. I went into October 9th, so we'll see. I think we'll get it. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. I just wanted to collect a little bit of profit on a Friday. All right, so Nvidia's coming down now. Stocks are coming down. Yeah, Nvidia's tanking. It's not looking good. So I want to take in a little bit of money on Goldman Sachs and re-enter. What do you think U.S. Steel is going to break trend? I don't actually ever trade steel. Like I never trade steel. Like ever. I think that if it breaks here, it's gonna get flushed. I think if it breaks here, it is game over. At the bottom of the range, though, so you might want to take your chance going long. You might want to take your chance going short, or put on a strangle, whatever you think. But oh man, SPY's getting hit. IWM actually holding though. Pretty impressed. I live in Flint, so price of scrap is something we feel is so bottoming out. Yeah, I'm not really on the up on steel. But if you feel like it, I mean, it's at the bottom of the range. If it breaks through here, definitely big trouble. I mean, it had a rough week. I mean, as you can tell, it had a really rough week. But yeah, it's at the bottom of the range. If you want to take a chance, it could crack down to the lower sixes. But just be mindful. I mean, it's had 5 days of straight selling, so it may get a pop before going back down. You know, just like the bull market, like a bearish market, you know, you're going to get pops up along the way, and those will be times to enter. Yeah, Goldman Sachs is getting killed. Bombs away. It's good. Bombs away. Goldman Sachs. Yeah, I think 188 is a good price. I think 188. Short C. I mean, if Goldman Sachs breaks 190 here, we're in trouble. Man, IWM's pumping. SPY's trying to reverse. Q's trying to reverse. Market doesn't know what it wants today. But I mean, how many times yesterday did we go from red to green to green to red to red to green? Like, I don't even know. Like, it was just like we were up, then we were down, then we were up, then we were down. Like, and eventually the Bears won, but man, why is Citigroup doing this bad? Don't say it's because they got a woman CEO now. Why is it doing this bad? I mean, we're at like almost pandemic levels here. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like it could come down to 35. But it's just kind of weird. They replaced their CEO and it just went straight down. That's kind of weird. Zoom. Tesla's above 400. Yeah, Zoom is taking off, and I have a credit call spread on that. So we'll see. I have some time, so we'll see what happens. It's like the market. Does the market want to reverse or not? Like, this is why you kind of have to go slow, because we have a mixture of stocks here. It's kind of obviously the overall market is in the red, but not enough. I mean, Nasdaq's basically flat, Dow is basically flat, S&Ps are basically flat. So could it take off? I mean, absolutely. Or we could come straight down. Tech is trying to lift off, though. I mean, you have Amazon up. I mean, not enough. Definitely some resistance here at 3060 area. DKNG pump, but it's not up right now. SPY's trying to pump. Watch out. Watch out. You know, Boeing's pumping. Boeing's pumping right now. Microsoft's up small. Apple's up small. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's not strong enough yet, though. It's not strong enough. Facebook we have down. It's not getting up. Google is on an actually very scary chart right now. It's literally sitting at the 200-day. If it breaks this, I mean, this is very bad for Google. I mean, it's barely red on the year. You know, it opened up around 1350. Another 100-point drop, and this thing's in the red. Google has been doing awful. Google is a tough trade as long as the antitrust investigation is going. Yeah, and you know, advertising revenues obviously take a hit this year, so I think it's tough. It's hard. But, you know, basically looking at Google's chart, it's a you know, a short the rip type of situation. I mean, Facebook definitely can see like the lower 240s, 235 range. I think it wants to hit this area. Things got a little bit carried away. I think that's the area that I would be targeting on Facebook right now. Yeah, the market wants to pump. When can I short snow? I don't think. This stock is like Tesla. You'll lose money quick, but you'll make money quick. You know what I mean? Like, Qs are taking a turn for the worse. I think this pump was a fake out, guys. Be careful. Look at that. Look at this Qs. Rip up to give people hope just to get smacked down. What a waste. Snow, I don't think I want to short snow right now. I would be very careful. Cuz I mean it's if you're looking here, I mean it's pretty much, if you look, it's basing around 229, 225. So if you know it's doing that, if it goes below, it's looking like to gravitate to that. If it goes up, it looks like it tries to gravitate towards that. So I mean, if you want to short, fine, but I think it's easier probably just to buy the dip on this thing. Market doesn't know what it wants. Look at these wide candles on the 5 minutes. Just the market does not know what it wants. But yeah, Zoom is up 20. Needs to break 500 though. Yeah, I'd be careful this open. Yeah, Hank, I mean, you just kind of follow the trends a little bit, and we're kind of pointing to the downside. Workhorse was a nice pump, so good call on this on the 22 range here. This is definitely an interesting open. Didn't think it was gonna try to pump like that. Now Qs are just getting axed. Oh my gosh. The lower days, yesterday's lower days are on deck right now for Qs. Yeah, I mean, this is that was definitely a trap. That was definitely a trap. I'm glad I did not fall for that. And that's kind of what helps you, like, not trading the first 15 minutes or the first half hour. It allows you to kind of help you identify the trend for the day. Like when you open positions, I know I opened a position on Goldman Sachs, but I still really believe in that position. I rolled my position down a little bit. So I just adjusted my position that I already had on. ZM looks like a good setup right now. Yeah, I'm short Zoom. So I do have on Zoom, I am short a credit call spread, but I'm short the 465 calls. So right now those are down just a little bit here. So we'll see. I'm up on Nvidia. I'm up on Goldman Sachs. So might not be a big winner day for me, but being positive is a good start, going in the positive direction. I think Tesla's going to get rejected here, like 400 area. It's not looking good. Yeah, Apple. You know, even in bearish markets or downtrends, I mean, you're going to get huge rips to the upside. That's going to try to make you believe that we're at some sort of bottom. And, you know, maybe we are, maybe we aren't. But right now, I'm focusing on more of like the 1 year chart. And the 1 year chart is telling me we're going to have a little bit more pain ahead. And yeah, we can have pops to the upside, just like in bullish markets where you have days that are on the downside. You can definitely you're going to have the opposite of that, and in a bull market, you have huge down days too. And then you buy them. In this case, when you have huge green days, you go to short them. But yeah, it looks like everything's kind of getting smacked down here. IWM showing some strength though, which is very surprising. Yo, GS, man, that was the play. GS, Josh, that was the play. I'm still in there. I'm still milking some out of there. So I took some profits, but now I'm up 12% on that put I bought. I bought the 190 put. So when we crack 190 here on GS, which I do think is going to happen, should be printing. But I wanted to capture some cash. Taking some cash, redeploy it, because I still believe in this trade here. I think we're coming right here, and if this breaks, I mean 180 on deck. If 185, it's gonna cause some issues in here. So Goldman Sachs took a hit. JP Morgan actually not even down that much. JP Morgan not down that much. Bank of America is not down that much, but Goldman Sachs got the axe. The axe. That's a good play. Sold some premium on SPY yesterday in a call spread. Nice job, Grant. Yeah, I mean, like as someone that, you know, is a business owner, and nobody wants to see the market do bad, you know. But you can't control it. I can't control the market, so you have to, as a trader, you have to adjust to downtrends. You know, it's okay. If you're trading, if you're an investor and you want to be bullish, that's one thing. But you need to learn how to, as an options trader, you need to learn how to adjust to navigate the different times and the different periods of the market. Just because we're heading to a downtrend doesn't mean that the market's not going to close green this year, you know? I mean, some stocks definitely probably not going to close green, like Boeing. Boeing, the chance of Boeing closing green on the year is probably 0%. I mean, it's got to come to 324, 325, you know? So Boeing, stock like that is probably not happening. But SPY right now is technically red on the year, but it could push back up to the 330, 340 and be green on the year, sure. You know? And the market is just like going every direction right now. Up, down, just a lot of choppiness. JW1 is a nice stock to watch for a long-term play. So Nordstrom's. I was thinking about this the other day, and you know, the retail stocks that make it through the pandemic, such as Nordstrom, they're pretty much eliminating their competition. So like Lord & Taylor filed for bankruptcy. That was competition. And if these guys can make it through, I definitely see what you're saying. I definitely think that they could. I definitely think they'd be posed for a move to the upside. But right now, obviously, retail is really struggling. So if you're going to, like, I wouldn't trade options on Nordstrom right now. If you want to be long it, you know, just buy a bunch of stock and hold on to it. You know, that's all you can do. And buy 100 lots so you can sell calls against it for when you know times are a little bit better. Nordstrom has strong leadership, enough cash to survive, and 30% of the revenues through online sales. Yeah, I mean their online sales are amazing. I mean, back in last Christmas, I was ordering a lot through Nordstrom. It was great. Website's great, online's great. Customer service is great. So, I mean, and they also, Nordstrom has a very, very, very loyal customer base. You know, they're kind of like the Apple of retail. They actually, it's not like Macy's where you go in there and people treat it like trash. Like, they actually care about the customer. You know? Yes, you pay a premium price, but the people that are paying the premium price want the premium service. That's how it works. Man, things are definitely looking like they could definitely recover here, but it's looking dicey. I mean, how many times per day are we going to flip from green to red? I mean, this is insane. Like, Apple's not looking particularly strong. I mean, 109's kind of this 109 and 110 area definitely short in here. Had difficulty yesterday. Looking like it's going to have difficulty today unless we get some volume here. My girlfriend works at Macy's and they treat the employees like trash. Well, yeah, exactly. It's a trickle down effect, you know. It trickles down. Workhorse trying to push the day up. Let's see what Workhorse is doing. Yeah, looks like Workhorse could break out here. Qs are trying to push up now. Workhorse, I mean, it could see 26. Could see 26. I'm not going to trade it, though. I'm looking for an easy Friday. I'm actually recording some. I'm actually recording a bunch of training content. Trying to roll out some training materials for the new traders that join the live streams and are like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I need a base to start off with. Like the people that watch the live stream, like you guys right now, have a pretty good understanding of what the overall market is doing and what I'm talking about. But a lot of people that are just trying to get into options trading have no idea what I'm talking about. So we'll see what the market does. Looks like it's struggling. Looks like it's just pretty choppy at open here. Oh man, Goldman Sachs did break 190. So this is good. This is good. So you guys have a great day. I'm gonna pop off. You guys all have a great day. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.